here. So the name of the story I'm going to tell is called Zhabu Goes to Federal Prison. But I want to make it very clear because this is a very small town and everybody knows everybody and every dog person knows every dog person. This story is not about my current Great Dane, Zazel, full name Mademoiselle Zazel. It is about my first of 4 Great Danes, Zhabu. Don't confuse them. Zhabu is no longer with us. Zhabu goes to federal prison. If I were a rich man, that's me, dancing up the stairs, laughing, singing my heart out at the top of my lungs, music blasting. Hey, what's a nice Jewish girl like me gonna do when she's moving into a new apartment? It's 1982, and I'm not moving into just any old apartment. No. I am moving into the second floor of a townhouse apartment right across from the Women's Federal Penitentiary in West Virginia with the artistic director of our theater company, who is also my female lover, and my 130-pound Harlequin Great Dane, Zhabu. I am excited and scared. Squeaky Fromm, the Manson family member, and the woman who tried to shoot President Gerald Ford is housed over there. And who knows what other kind of criminals I might meet. Turn that music down! Whoa, a demanding male voice from the apartment below. Big, tall man emerges. Short military haircut, prison guard uniform. He shields his steely eyes and he looks up at me like he is willing to kill me. Now! Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir, no problem. Right away, yes, sir. I find out that the man living below us, my lover and I, is nicknamed the Captain, one of the most ruthless and feared guards in the prison. And he just happens to be the one who relishes throwing female inmates into solitary for long stints if they are caught having sex with other inmates. The man scares me. I also find out that there are basically no Jews in West Virginia, 0.1%. So clearly my idle-dum dancing up the stairs was probably not my best choice. Well, the next day, my partner and I go in to meet with the warden because we'll be there for 6 weeks. She's a very tough bitch whom I dislike immediately. And she's telling us the various rules and the regulations and what you can do and where you can't go, and the fact that there's no sexual contact between the women. And I start to say something, and ow, my partner kicks me under the table. Why are you kicking me? Me, always the socially aware one. Well, she also tells us we can't go anywhere alone in the prison. So the next day, I am being escorted into the prison by a guard escort. And we approach the front desk, and the guard sitting at the front desk looks at me up and down with a look of revulsion and disgust, nostrils flared, like she is smelling and looking at a human pile of stinking shit. And then my escort introduces us This is Miss Miller. She's here on a grant from the DC Commission on the Arts. She's co-teaching acting workshops for the inmate. Oh, Miss Miller, it's so lovely to have you here. Suddenly she's like all smiles and pleasantries. Well, every day we go into the prison for 4 hours. And when we go in, I leave my Great Dane, Zhabu, up on the balcony overlooking this big, grassy, beautiful meadow with a house way in the distance and the prison wire here. After we work long days in the prison, sometimes I just need to take a bike ride through that grassy meadow. And it was an intense day. So I am gliding along in that meadow, and Zhabu is cantaloping, canto-galloping, a thing being a horse, an Appaloosa pony, black and white, gorgeous, cantering along. The wind is blowing through my hair, and she's powerful. Graceful, poetry in motion. All of a sudden, like a bat out of hell, Zhabu takes off towards that house in the distance. I call and call, but she doesn't respond. Oh my God, it's that poodle sitting at the front step of that house. Zhabu, no, come, no! I run breathless to the front step, and the dog is limp. Lifeless. Dead! I grab Zhabu by the collar. I hook her up to the leash. I pedal back to the apartment, and I climb up the stairs, and I must look horribly flush when I enter the door, and my girlfriend's like, what happened? Honey, are you okay? And I'm like, I'm taking Zhabu. They're going to come. They're going to kill Zhabu. And she's like, what are you talking about? I rush into the closet. I grab my suitcase, and I start opening drawers, underwear, socks, another pair of pants. Okay, 2 shirts. Let's go. What else do I need? My toothbrush. Okay, dog food. Honey, what is going on? Zhabu killed a dog. You know, that big standard poodle that sometimes sits in front of that house way over there. They're going to come. They are going to come with guns, and they are going to kill Zhabu. I have to leave right now. So I take my suitcase, I grab my dog, I throw them in my car. Oh, water for the dog. And I drive. Wait, where am I driving? I pull over. Okay, drive back to Washington, D.C. Drive back home to your apartment in Washington, D.C. So I drive home, and on the way, I stop at a pay phone. And I call my girlfriend. Sweetie, are you okay? They've surrounded the apartment. They have guns. They're pointing their guns at me. The colonel is leading the pack. They're demanding Zhabu. Okay, sweetheart, listen to me, okay? I am also terrified, okay? But I'm with you right now, okay? Listen to me. Breathe with me, okay? For a minute, just a minute. Take a deep breath now. One more, honey. Okay, listen. You know that little night light in the bathroom? Turn the little night light on. Leave the door open. Turn off all the lights, okay? Bend over and just crawl to the window. Open the window, okay? You got me? This is what you're going to say, all right? Really loudly with your stage voice. Right? You ready? The dog isn't here. The dog is not here. The dog is not here. Okay, honey, listen. Okay, then she took the dog. Say these a couple of times. She took the dog. I don't know where they went. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting upset. Just say it, okay? Just call it out really loudly a number of times. I'm almost home. I'm going to call you as soon as I walk in the door. I rush into the door. I call her. She's okay. The men have left. I guess they believed her. I find out the next day that the dog my dog Zhabu killed was the associate warden's dog. This can't be happening. I find out the associate warden's name and phone number, and I have to call. I'm terrified, but I'm so sorry. I don't know what to say to you. I am horrified by what happened. I am so very sorry. She must have been sitting up on the balcony overlooking your house, and your dog was there, and she must have had it in for your dog, and I had no idea. She hasn't ever been in even a fight with another dog. I am so horrified. And the warden was nice, kind even, understanding, forgiving. And he told me that he would call his man off. And he also told me that the worst part of this whole horrific experience is that his dog was killed 2 days ago on the anniversary of the date his 14-year-old son was murdered 4 years ago. Ai veias, Mia. I decide I have to go back to the prison because I got a grant and I'm working. And I have to take Zhabu. So I'm driving back, and I'm going along this little old country road. And, it's like this rickety little road, and I'm not far from the prison at all. And it's like this little, I'm going slowly. And there's this little rustling in the bushes. And I'm like, what is that? And I slow up, and then something pokes its head out. And I get out of the car, and I go, and I bend down, and it's this little emaciated little puppy. It wasn't a puppy, it was like a little doggy, but it was so emaciated it looked like a puppy. And then, so I put it in the car, and I figure, it's a sign. So I drive to the associate warden's door with this little doggy dog in my arms, head bowed, and I knock on the door, and while I'm waiting for the answer, I look at the little emaciated doggy's butt, and tapeworms are oozing out of its little teeny butthole. Well, the warden is very gracious, and he says thank you, but he doesn't want the dog. So I take it to a shelter, and I go back to the apartment, and I walk up the stairs, and I walk in the door, and my girlfriend is there, and the dog comes in, and I love her, and am so glad that we are all alive and free and forgiven. If I were a rich man, I could digga 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 doom boom boom boom. Thank you. Thank you for listening to my story. I love to tell true stories. It's my real pleasure in life, and I have a lot of strange experiences, as we all do, so I love sharing it. And in case anybody wants to follow me in some fashion, you can do so by going onto Facebook and going to Artist Soul Speaks. That's ARTIST, Soul, SOUL, SPEAKS on Facebook. My Instagram was just destroyed. Don't make me talk about it because I'll have a nervous breakdown. Okay, so you can also learn about my solo queer show, which is called Que Sera, A Life's Journey of Sexual Orientation and Gender Expression, which is available for a free membership on a local platform called Hudsy, HUDSY. And if you go to hudsy.tv, although it is online, you can join for free. And what's on there is not only my show, that's like one thing, but there's lots of stuff. Everybody should know about Hudsy. If you don't know, they're like Amazon or Netflix, except they're totally free and they're totally all about the Hudson Valley. And what's great about them is they have an apprenticeship program to train young, usually younger videographers and filmmakers. They have meetups for film people all over the area, and hundreds of people attend. They document a lot of stuff that goes on the Hudson Valley. They show work by people who in the Hudson Valley. So I just want everybody to support Hudsy. But if you want to learn about my show, you can also watch it at queserashow.com. That's QUESERASHOW.com. Thank you.